Hello everyone. Welcome back to another Commander Magic the Gathering video. This is a Commander review video, and today we are talking about Multani Maro-Sorcerer from the Urza's Legacy? Right? Urza's Legacy, that's what it is. Set. There are two commanders. This is the first one of the two, and Multani Maro-Sorcerer is a legendary elemental. Its power toughness are star, which we will get into, and its mana value is 4 and 2 green mana. It has two abilities. One is Shroud, can't be the target of spells or abilities, period. And Multani, Maro-Sorcerer's power and toughness are each equal to the total number of cards in all players' hands. So, in a general game of Commander, that will be 4 players, 7 cards each, at least starting hand. So, what are we looking at here? That's 35? No, 32? No, my goodness, 28. I know how to do math. Oh no, I'm gonna get destroyed in the comments for that. Yeah, 28 for just a starting hand of 7 for each player at a game of 4. Oh, that's embarrassing. Anyway, let's move on, shall we? There are no card rulings for Maro. Just bear in mind that it has Shroud, so it's going to be hard for you to give it equipment and stuff, which is going to make it also really hard for the deck idea that I'm going to show you that I have it in. So I might be changing this up a little bit here now that I'm thinking about it, but I made an oopsie. But that's okay. Heartwood Storyteller is the card I picked to synergize with Maro, mostly because it's going to make Maro very big. Sure, every time someone casts a spell, everyone else is going to get cards, but man, Maro is going to get very big very quickly. So that is a really fun card, and I'm excited to play with it. Now, this is where I've made the error. The deck that I have Maro in is a Voltron deck. And yes, that may seem weird that this is a Voltron commander and everything you're looking at here requires me to target it some way, either with Strongback, Primal Bellow, or equipping it with Black Blade Reforged. But I can't target it because it has Shroud. So this is mostly the commander for a Voltron deck because of how big it can get, and I can use it as a threat on the board. If it's my commander, my strategy will be to either give all of my stuff Forest Walk so it can deal commander damage, or just to make my other creatures threatening with Voltron stuff and be able to hit commander damage because everyone else is too focused on every other card at my disposal. However, in the 99 of the deck, it's also going to be a little weird to play with because I'm going to be making a Voltron for the other commanders that I have, and Maro is going to be just like this nonchalant threat on the board that I can either block with or throw at my opponents. It's kind of a weird situation, but I personally didn't know where else to put Maro at the time, so I put it in the Voltron deck as a backup commander just to make it big while I am drawing cards while everyone else is going to be drawing cards, and of course I'm going to be shooting up other threats on the table. If there is a better home that I can find this commander for, I will, but as of right now, this is still kind of the best bet. I don't have like a mono green elemental deck or anything like that, so a little bit of a weird situation for Maro, but it is what it is. And I have weird deck building restrictions anyway. If you guys ever want to hear about that in like deck tech videos, I'll totally do that, but I have weird deck building restrictions, I won't lie. Second deck idea, and one that actually is more catered to Maro, as well as being popular on EDH Rec, is kind of a group hug, a group draw strategy, where you want to make Maro very big, and you want to be able to take advantage of that by things like Big Horner Rancher to make a lot of mana, to gain a lot of life, and then obviously deal lots of damage to your opponents. And the nice thing about green is there are a lot of cool green cards that reference the greatest power rather than target creature's power. So very nice to have that in this as well. And lastly, let's not worry about giving everyone else cards, but let's just make Maro big because we are drawing tons of cards. And so it's like a mono green cantrip deck where you're playing creatures, you're making your stuff very big because you have a large hand size, and you're drawing cards with every spell you cast. And so you just become this non-stop engine of lots of cards in a mono green deck, which is cool. It's kind of like a spell slinger cantrip deck in mono green. Very unique strategy, at least to me, very unique strategy, and I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments below. But that's going to do it for Multani Maro-Sorcerer. I think I was calling it Maro earlier in the video, but it is Multani, so whoopsie. Strength is it's a cool deck idea. Card draw matters in green is very cool. To me, that's mostly something you see in like blue or white. And so to see it in green is very cool. But the problem is Shroud. And like I said in my deck that I have for Multani, it has Shroud, so no one can target it. It can die to a board wipe, but your opponents can't touch it, and I cannot enchant it or equip it of any kind or give it buffs with targeted spells, so it's a little bit weird to have to build around with Shroud, but all in all, still very powerful threat at the table. With 4 players, you're going to be able to deal lots of damage early on in the game, so take advantage of that, and then find ways to protect it as the game goes on, because opponents are going to get whittled down from the board, and that will reduce its power and toughness as more players get knocked out. But have a lot of fun. Let me know in the comments below if there's anything I missed or didn't mention, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!